Well, Senator Bill Cassidy, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, Colin, it's good to be with you.
Absolutely. So you recently announced that you are running for re-election for the U.S. Senate seat. Right now, you're currently the chairman of the Senate Health Education Health Education, Labor and Pensions Committee. What does that look like for you as you head into this next term if you are elected?
Yeah, I'm excited about running for re-election. There's a lot more to do. The American people have suffered under Democratic rule for the last 4 years. And how can we make this economy work better? I've got definite ideas. For example, as chairman of the Health Committee, which you just mentioned, I'm putting in a piece of legislation that would allow someone who works as an independent contractor to still access retirement and health benefits. So think of the truck driver, the swamp tour guide, the Uber, the DoorDash, the Lyft. All those folks could now have access to portable benefits. And if they want to go someplace else and contract with someone else, those benefits go with them. I'm trying to work with President Trump to make this economy work for the people that Democrats have punished for the last 4 years.
And so you had mentioned it right there, right? Being able to work not only alongside party lines, but with President Trump as well. Your Halt Fentanyl Act was just recently passed into law. And working with President Trump, how much has that impacted your work and your stature as you try to represent Louisiana best?
Yeah, so President Trump and I have a fantastic working relationship. He's got three cabinet secretaries he would not have had I not been the key vote. Two of those would not have gotten there at all if I had not worked it for him. He recognizes that. And he just signed into law that what you mentioned, the Halt Fentanyl Act, giving law enforcement another tool to fight fentanyl. And as he signed it into law in a White House ceremony, I'm right behind him. He goes, "This will be one of the most important laws we sign." Now, I feel proud about that. Most of all, I'm pleased, proud that we're going to give law enforcement another tool to fight fentanyl.
So when you're looking at the race itself, right, obviously a lot bigger this time around, you have State Treasurer John Fleming, who has mentioned that you've become kind of the parts and parcel of Washington again with Blake Miguez, obviously bringing that campaign video out as well. And then you have Eric Skrmetta, the Public Service Commissioner. How do you tune out the critics? What's the best course of action as you head into this reelection campaign?
You know, I'm a doctor, and when you have a patient that needs help, you just put on your blinders and you focus on what you need to do to help that patient get better. I'm working and winning for Louisiana. Because of my work, we now have $10.9 billion coming to our state for infrastructure because I worked on the bipartisan infrastructure bill, including money to help mitigate the risk of flooding and to help rebuild our coastline, as well as to build roads and bridges. Because of my work, passing the No Surprises Act, it's prevented, President Trump signed it into law, prevents 1 million surprise medical bills per month. And people who used to get them now can appeal. They win the appeal. They don't get the surprise medical bill. I've also worked with the president to lower the cost of prescription drugs and other things. I'm just going to keep on focusing on those things. How do we work and win for the families of the state of Louisiana?
Senator, you were a big part of getting the Social Security Fairness Act signed into law and passed with President Biden's signature, former President Biden's signature. There's been some recent developments with Social Security. We see that there's no longer going to be paper checks in the mail for those that are getting those benefits. What do you say to those that still have concerns about Social Security and that maybe are concerned about not getting those benefits?
Yeah, so if somebody thinks that they should benefit from the repeal of the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset, and somehow they feel like they're not getting their due, call my office. Call the Baton Rouge office. That's where our Social Security person is, 225-929-7711, 929-7711. Over 90,000 people in Louisiana have received in total over $500 million in benefits this past year from the repeal of that. But if you feel as if you should be another one of those, call our office. We want you to get that which you paid for.
One final thing for you. What's going to be your big message as you head into this next campaign? Obviously, in Louisiana, we have the closed party primary system, so things will be a little bit different as far as election-wise. What's your message to voters as you head into next year?
I've been working and winning for Louisiana for the last 10 years. That's what I wake up every morning. How do I do that? President Trump has been working and winning for the country and for Louisiana. And we're working closely together to make sure that our combined efforts benefit us all. I want to do that for 6 more years because I think I have a lot more to offer to our state, the people in our state who want the next 4 years to be better than the last four under Joe Biden.
All right, Senator Bill Cassidy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Colin.